Hi guys, long time no see. In my last video I showed you guys like my trip to Vienna. I didn't even bother showing my face or anything, but here I am now doing a video on my experience of studying illustration at university. So I just finished my first year of uni and it's been an amazing experience. I didn't even know that illustration was like an option. And I'm so glad that I made that choice to study it because I really enjoy it. So I guess I'll start from the beginning. After finishing my A-levels, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to study an art-based subject, so my tutor recommended to me that I should do a foundation course. And if you guys don't know, a foundation course is only a year long. It gives you the chance to experiment with like different materials, different processes, so you can try out print if you want. You can also try out like different practices, so like film, fashion, illustration, fine art, everything like under the sun. But yeah, so the most important thing though that it does, it helps you get into uni because most art subjects at uni want you to have done a foundation course. I don't know if it's still like that now, but a year ago it was like that. So I jumped onto that opportunity. I did my foundation. I didn't love it though because, I don't know, my confidence levels weren't that high in that moment in time and I didn't really use everything like to my advantage, like all the resources and stuff. But anyway, I got into uni, which was the most important part, and it opened me to like different pathways. So this is where I am now. I just did my first year of studying illustration and I've loved it so far. I kind of want to talk quickly about the kind of projects that I did and kind of what illustration actually is. So I'll also like include some of my work just to show you guys. So one project that we did, we had to create postcards that kind of represent the city that I'm studying in. So yeah, we had to create a series of 9 postcards, and yeah, I'm quite happy with how mine turned out. I was quite happy. And then, what was the second one? Then we had to create some posters based on the museum that we went to. My posters were about they're about like gender equality and all of that stuff. Then I guess I'll show you what I did towards the end of the year. I had to create a little book in collaboration with a girl from another university. Her name was Eva and she was lovely. She's from the Netherlands. So some of the work was produced individually by me, and then, you know, in other projects we had to work in groups or in pairs, so it really varies. And as you can see, if you're not sure what illustration is, because I wasn't when I first started studying it, and every day I kind of get to know it more. But illustration, I would say, it's like imagery that you create to like convey a message without actually having to include text or anything. You're just kind of working on creating a really powerful image, really. And believe it or not, like illustration can be anything as well. It can be like film. It can be like a sculpture, it could be like fashion, so it's really diverse. If you're interested in studying it but you think it's kind of like restricting, it really isn't, because you can try out loads of different materials and like processes. It's just it's really diverse and fun, so I'd really recommend studying it. So now I'm going to move on to some tips and advice that I would recommend you guys. So number one, I would say start the course with a really like positive attitude. This was quite hard for me because, as I said, my confidence levels were quite low during foundation, but I learned to suck it up and like say, you know, I'm starting fresh, I'm gonna like fake it till I make it, I'm gonna be confident and I'm gonna have a positive outlook. And that really helped me like take on all the new projects that I was like intimidated by on the course. And you know, towards the end it went really well for me. So I would say start off with a really like optimistic, you know, outlook. Also, I would say try and surround yourself with people who are really passionate about the course and who are really like, I don't know, like motivated, because that will make you motivated, it will rub off on you. And it's really cool because you can like get together and do like little art sessions where you help each other. You're gonna get a couple of essays most probably, and you know, you can help each other with that because for example, I'm not great at essays, so it was really helpful like working alongside someone else. Yeah. Another tip is like ask all the questions. So if you have a doubt, like if you get a project brief and you're a bit confused, literally like bombard your tutor with questions. Like that's what they're here for. And most of them have really good experience like in the industry. So I would say like use your tutors to like to their full potential, take advantage of them. I definitely did this. I asked them so many questions, but they were completely fine with it, and it really helped me, I think. Like, it just made sure that I was going in the right direction the whole year, which was really reassuring for me. Another tip is to complete your work as soon as it's assigned to you, because like I mentioned before, it will just keep you going in the right direction. And once you get it out of the way, you can just have more time with your friends and you can go out more, and it's just a lot better on your stress levels. Talking about stress levels, I think it's important not to put too much pressure on yourself because it's the first year. And although I really hate the saying that everyone uses, like the first year doesn't count, I don't think of it that way, because I think it's really important to like form good habits from the beginning so that throughout the years, you know, you're just going strong, you're going in the right direction. So I don't believe in that, but I do think that you shouldn't put too much pressure on yourself, because I definitely did. And all it did was like kept me like stationary, like it just stopped me from progressing. So there's just no point wasting time on like being stressed. Like, just don't worry, don't put so much pressure on yourself, like it's fine. Also, another tip is don't obsess over having a style, because you're here to learn and you need to like experiment, because you honestly don't know what's out there. Like, if you don't try out different materials and different processes, it's like quite sad, because you won't know like what you're capable of. You're probably capable of a lot more, and this is something that I want to do as well. I just really want to, in the next year, I want to experiment loads and loads. Also, another tip is don't be scared of making mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes now, when are you going to make them? Like, you're young, just don't worry, just take risks now and then. I would also say go to all the life drawing sessions that you can, if your university provides them. I could have gone to more, but when I did go, it really did help me. It's just like, if you have really good life drawing skills, it acts as like a good base for you, because I feel like when you're creating your own work, your own personal work, you don't really have to look at references as much. If you're like wanting to like create a character, like you kind of have the basic knowledge of how like the form for like how the human body looks, and everything just looks a lot better once you have those basic life drawing skills, I would say, and it's just good practice. I would also say, finally, take all the opportunities that you can handle. As I mentioned before, I had the opportunity to work alongside a student from another university. She was doing a creative writing course, and I had to like illustrate her, like the story that she wrote, and that was so fun. and it made me make a new friend and work alongside someone else, because teamwork is really important in the industry. So yeah, so I would say take as many opportunities as you can and have fun, and yeah, because illustration is an amazing course and I would really recommend it. But yeah, so guys, that's all of the tips that I have on the top of my head. If you guys want to ask me more questions, and if you want to know what university I went to, that I'm going to, sorry, because I've got 2 years left, you can just like DM me on my Instagram. My art Instagram is Mina Illustrations. I also have it down below in the description, and you can ask me any questions you want and I'll be really willing to help you. Also, I forgot to say something else. If you want to see some of my sketchbooks I did for my first year, I can share those with you guys. Just let me know in the comments. But yeah, have a really, really lovely evening or morning. Lots of love. See you guys soon. Bye.